Welcome back to the Broke Boys, future number one podcast in the world. I'm Frankie here with Colin,
What's up, guys?
and today we're just gonna talk about things, but we're more prepared this time because, to be honest, episode 2 was not my favorite. Colin, what?
I mean, yeah, that's fair. We've gotten fair criticism from certain people within our lives that have helped us pretty much try and improve this podcast because we're still learning, and I think that's important.
Yeah, no,
the
definitely.
Learning process is important.
Definitely. I know it's gonna be a journey, just improving every single episode, but that's what it's for. We just gotta stay consistent. We're gonna try to upload every Friday or every Saturday, so we just hope you guys are here for the journey. And yeah, let's get right into it. Breaking news for the football world: Jim Brown, legendary Browns player, he passed away today. I'm a Browns fan and a Packers fan, so when I heard the news, I thought that was crazy. To be honest, it's just big on the organization. He did a lot just for the community, not just the sport. I mean, he did a lot for the sport too. He was a big name, Hall of Famer. So it's sad to see someone like that pass away.
I mean, yeah, I haven't been super into football. I barely started maybe watching 3 to 2 years ago, but I still felt like I heard his name before and I knew about him. I mean, it's sad. People dying just in general just sucks and it's sad. But obviously, if they're more influential, then their impact's gonna be bigger.
Yeah,
in the world.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird seeing people pass away just because it's you look at them and they're all high and mighty, so it's just at the end of the day they're human just like us. So just seeing something so natural like death, that got dark, I'm sorry, but just happened to them.
It makes sense.
It's crazy,
Yeah, it makes sense. Death is very natural, and that's the one thing that makes us all human in the end, like you just said. So I don't know, it's sad news. Sad news.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Jim Brown.
Yeah, R.I.P.
My condolences to the family, to the Browns organization, and to all Browns fans out there. And sad loss.
I mean, how old was he? I heard 87, about 87.
Something like that. I believe he was.
Yeah, I mean, he lived a good life. He was, like you said, a Hall of Famer.
He was 87.
Yeah, he was?
87,
That's crazy.
So he did a lot, though, throughout his life. So, it's crazy,
I mean, if you, live a fulfilled life and you've done enough, or what you think is enough, then,
yeah, that's all you need.
Death is
it's nothing, Yeah, you'll pass away peacefully, which I'm sure he did. So,
I don't mean to make this a little sad or anything, but like I was saying, my grandparents have been around for a couple, 86, 87 years, and they've lived crazy ass lives. So they're comfortable with the idea of them passing away because it's normal.
Yeah.
And eventually at one point you're just going to have to sit with yourself and we're young. So knock on wood, hopefully we don't have to worry about that anytime soon.
Yeah.
But it's a normal thing.
Yeah, adding on to what you were saying, same thing with my grandparents, because before my grandmother passed away a couple years ago, she would tell me yeah, I'm ready, in a few years I'm not gonna be here, and obviously you tell them nah, don't say that,
yeah, it's
make it as long as possible,
that, stop.
Yeah, even my grandma who's still with us today, thank God. She even tells me I'm gonna be gone soon, and I'm
Dude,
don't say that.
They be telling us they're you better hurry up and get married.
Nah, facts.
It's get married now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not only do they want to see their grandchildren happy and successful, they want to be around to experience those things.
Yeah.
So, I mean it's part of the reason why I try to be successful in life, for many different reasons. But my grandparents are always calling me, asking me how's school, how's this and that. So I don't know, it's just they care. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just they care.
Definitely. And if you have someone getting older, make sure to tell them that you love them, you know, because you really don't know when they're gonna leave. Like when I lost my grandmother, I told her like, oh yeah, I'll come back tomorrow, you know, and she was like, thank you for everything, and I was like, yeah, no worries, you know, like that's what family's for. And a couple hours later, I got that phone call, and
damn,
it was horrible, you know, just seeing someone you love pass away in front of you at a young age is something no teenager should ever see.
Oh no.
I was a teenager back then, like, but yeah, it's something you should never see. But yeah, going back to the original topic, R.I.P. Jim Brown.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Hope he's up there, chilling up there.
What position did he play?
He was running back.
Oh shit! So he's clutch. He's clutch.
No, he was a beast. He was a beast. Speaking of sports, bro. Our Lakers, bro. Our Lakers.
Our boys, man. Our boys are. Okay, there's two things. I want to address the big elephant within last game from last night.
Yeah.
It was last night, yeah?
Yeah, it was last night.
Yeah. LeBron isn't being himself right now. And there's like two things to that. This guy has been injured through the whole like season.
Yeah.
His ankle's been fucked up and he needs surgery. Yesterday, he came down with the rebound, landed on, of course, his own teammate, not even like one of the other players. He landed on AD's foot and he twisted his ankle that's already fucked up. Yeah. And then further through the night, he was having like a little skirmish between Jokic, and Jokic just like slightly hit him with a quick elbow, and he like fell down because when he pushed him, his ankle twisted and he slid. He like slid on the ground so he doesn't like put more pressure on it because obviously it's already fucked up.
Yeah, I saw Jokic complain about that call, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's injured. That's not an excuse. Obviously, he's going for cradle dunks and dropping the ball. So, like, there is some aspect, like, he has his athleticism still, but, like, those two plays and those instances like, hurt him during the game. Yeah. So, the 0 for 9 in the game and him completely bricking in the fourth quarter, like, losing the ball, missing the layup to bring us closer. In the last possession, he literally got the ball stripped.
Yeah.
Had no one to pass to, had nothing.
Yeah. It was definitely a tough game to watch, just because we were up too. Up. So just seeing them like
it went back and forth.
Yeah.
We were up, then they got up in the third quarter, and then we brought it closer, and then
we were up again for a minute.
Yeah, we were up
by
again.
like 2 or 4.
And then it's just Jamal Murray, bro. I guess he wanted to be him. And it's shit, because as a Lakers fan, you're going to want to have hopes that we're going to win 4 games straight.
Yeah.
But the likelihood of us winning Game 5 is really low.
You mean Game 3?
It's Game 5.
No, tomorrow's Game 3.
I'm just saying in general Game 5, because I have hope. I know we're going to win the next 2.
Oh, you're saying when, yeah, I get you.
But, like, even if we tie the series 2-2, Game 5 is going back to Denver, and we're going to be, like, in their territory. Yeah. And obviously they've stood their ground. They are, like, 9-0 at home in the playoffs. So that is...
No, they're the definition of, like, home advantage,
I mean,
you know?
I saw an interview from the head coach of the Nuggets, and he was saying how, like, oh, we got up 1-0, and they're still talking about how the Lakers can come back and win when Nikola Jokic is averaging triple-doubles, like, every game. And he continued to say, like, oh, they're just still talking about the Lakers. They're the number 1 seed. The Lakers are the 8th seed who started the season 2-10.
Yeah, no, we started horrible. I really didn't know what was going to happen.
If we're in the playoffs and we're in the conference finals and all the like impact is on like the team, the Lakers, because from where we've gone and where we are now, it's like a huge jump when the Nuggets have just been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like they're literally the number 1 seed for a reason. They don't miss shit. The first game, Nikola Jokic dropped a 3 from like 28 feet out with Anthony Davis, a fucking 7-footer, in his face.
Yeah, no, he was
And
making
they
a
just
lot
laughed
of shots,
about.
bro.
Yeah, he just laughed about it. He literally practically went. I was talking to one of my friends, and I was saying, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray were playing like my career, like my player in my career when I put on pro difficulty, bro. Like I just make shots, and that's how they were playing. Like Dennis Schroeder is.
Which I think he's underrated.
Dennis Schroeder is underrated, but this is like where my point's going. My point is, yesterday, our head coach, I always blank on his name. What's his fucking name? Do you know his name? It's like Dave. Something.
I lost it.
Our head coach made some slight adjustments because the Nuggets they're big ball. They play big.
Darvin Ham.
There we go. Darvin Ham made some slight adjustments, and he put Vanderbilt on Murray. Which for the first 2 quarters, it worked.
Yeah.
But then they stopped because here's the thing. The Nuggets and the Warriors kind of play the same because they're shooters on the team. So they use screens, double screens, whatever, to like get their players open. And obviously they can shoot from anywhere. Fucking Jamal Murray made a 28-foot shot yesterday to like.
But the thing is, like,
screw us over.
Denver has more accurate shooters. Like, no disrespect to Golden State, they're beasts and all
that. That is true.
But it's basically Curry against the world. You know, not. I mean, like I said, no disrespect to Klay Thompson. He's a great player. He's a shooter for sure. But like, to be honest, in that series, it was really just Steph against the world.
It wasn't. So. He didn't really have his help. But like I'm saying, they just stopped going over the screens, and then they started going under.
Yeah.
And then they were trying to close out while maneuvering the screen, and he's already set his feet and preparing to shoot while they're closing out. So that's where those like threes came from. He dropped 23 points in the 4th quarter. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
But then again, our Lakers, they didn't really do the best. AD tried. I mean, he only got about like 19 points last night. So, it's just a difference. What's weird is like a lot of Lakers fans had hopes from the first game because we saw how easily we came back and how much effort we put in to trying to come back.
See, the problem though with like us Laker fans is just that we just have high expectations, which isn't a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing at the same time because if we're being toxic about it and we're putting shit like on the internet and being like, oh no, fuck the Lakers, or like, oh, LeBron's a bum or anything, although he's been carrying us, you know, like, what's that going to do to the team, you know? It's not really going to help them in any situation at all. I mean, it should motivate them, you know, prove the haters wrong, but like, at the end of the day, like, it's just, it's tough.
It's just, to me in my head, I can't see the Nuggets right now in the finals. Although they're a great fucking team, they're beating us. Well, not, I wouldn't say they're beating us, but they're like.
That's an interesting term.
It's just, they're. What's the word?
They're fucking us.
I guess
they're destroying us. They're fisting us, bro.
I think
anything.
Just
they get the point. They get the point.
Adjective you're trying to use right now isn't keen, but you know, it's just they're playing better than us, and. That it just I don't know, my brain can't comprehend seeing the Nuggets actually play in the finals.
Yeah.
Just because of how
far
If they
do make it though, I say it's gonna be Denver, Boston, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I agree. Like that would be a switch up, you know? It'd be different.
Yeah.
And I think Denver would honestly take it.
But I would love to see Lakers Celtics for sure. Again. Or Lakers Heat.
I agree with you. Almost every news media platform, like even in commercials from ESPN during the games, they've shown clips of Lakers, like old-time Lakers players versus the Celtics. Yeah. Like head covers of like certain media coverage is literally just Magic and Larry Bird staring off against each other.
Yeah.
Like,
because that's the dream matchup, you know, for a finals. It's been years since that's happened.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you, but it's just I feel personally it's a foreshadow, and I have a couple of friends who are like Lakers fans, and they were saying like we're not making it, And what sucks is that
You know what I
saying
could see
this,
happen, though?
You know, they're saying it, and
Yeah, it's like bringing them down. I could see a 3-1 comeback though. I could see that happening if I'm being honest. I was thinking about that
3-1?
on the way over here.
Yeah,
I was like, if they go down 3-1, I have a solid feeling that they're gonna come back.
you know, people say Lakers fans always have these high hopes and shit, but
It's just the high expectations,
just-
you know. We're a winning organization, you know.
we need our team.
So-
Like, I feel if we don't make it to the finals, let alone win the chip, I just mean make it to the finals in general, like win this series right now. Our team within like the next 2 years is gonna transform. Like,
Disassemble, basically.
yeah, pretty much. Like AD will probably stay for another year.
I
If
say they
we
go
don't-
one more round
if-
another year.
If we lose this series, AD will stay another year, but then probably after that he'll be out. And then that like scares me because we still have youngsters on our team and they'll stick to it, but it's just at certain points we need more depth.
Yeah, we need depth. We need what's it called, veterans.
Like that's
Good
all
veterans.
that's all we've needed, you know, like
Yeah.
legitimate shooters. And we have them, but they're so inconsistent sometimes. Like during the Warriors series, I was just like,
You wouldn't know who was gonna
yeah,
go off.
exactly.
I mean, you
They
had
would-
Lonnie Walker coming off the bench and going for like what, 14 points, 16 points. Crazy.
know.
He's a goat for that, you know. But like, that's wild.
Like there's a meme literally going out there like D'Angelo Russell, literally like turns on his switch whenever he feels like it and then turns it off in the next game after. So
Yeah.
like that's how I'm thinking about this series. We lost these 2 games. But the next game, they know what the fuck they need to do. And if they come out and they start going ham, then we're going to win. And if we keep showing that, then it's most likely we'll win the series because that's what happened during the Warriors playoffs. Like we were close, we were back and forth. There were so many off and ons, and then when we lost the game to the Warriors, what was it? 4-1, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2.
Oh, you mean the
Oh, it was-
overall like result? Yeah, it was 4-2.
4-2. When we lost the second game to the Warriors, I knew that game after, when we play that next game, we're gonna fucking win because they want it.
Yeah,
And they were like, "Oh, we fucking lost," and we were literally practically in an elimination game to have it be 3-1. And then the next game they came out and did some crazy shit and practically beat them by 30 points.
Bro, Austin Reeves though. In that
By
game,
30 points.
That game he went off, bro. That half court shot, that was wild. I saw that coming. Like when you see the confidence of someone just like light up.
Fucking wild.
As soon as he threw it up, I was like,
don't
"It's
know-
going in."
I don't know if you noticed this, but within the first game against the Nuggets, the same play was kind of starting.
Mhm.
Like we had a block, AD got the ball, and they double teamed him. They double teamed him on the same spot that Austin Reeves shot it. They double teamed him because they were like, we don't want this guy shooting this and making it because they noticed what we did to the Warriors.
Yeah, it's like a momentum changer, you know.
It's fucking crazy. I don't
I don't know if you've noticed, but like the body language was kind of like weird. Game 2.
With us?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
We
what
are
I
all-
don't
we are
want.
all- we are all off.
What I don't want happening is like they get like not scared, but they get, I don't know what the word would be.
Pressured?
Not only just pressured. It's like another word for scared, but not scared.
Nervous.
Well, sorta. But like you get what I'm
I
trying
mean,
to say, right?
It's understandable for them, most of them, to be nervous.
It's like a scared puppy dog going into a corner is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I know where you're getting at, but like
Yeah.
it's understandable for most of them to be nervous. We're down 2-0 in the conference finals, and the Nuggets have 2 more games
Yeah.
to win to go to the finals. So, in our perspective, all the coaches talk about like we need to focus on game 3. Obviously, we do.
Yeah. No.
But those previous games should give a sense to like the future of the rest of the games and how they'll play out, especially in like different locations. Like we've already seen how the Nuggets play at home. And if they got an idea of how we played at home it's gonna be like a battle, you know?
Yeah. The thing is, Jokic, you see that fire in his eyes. So like he wants to come in and just ruin everyone's night
Yeah.
at Staples Center. I mean, Crypto.com. It's Staples Center to me. Okay, that's forever what
It's
it'll
like,
always be called. But yeah.
Jokic-
He's gonna go in there. He's gonna try to fuck everyone's night up for sure. You know, he's gonna
I
dominate
think
for sure.
Jokic is gonna drop like 30 points. Bro.
No facts.
And there's like practically, it's hard to say because as a Lakers fan, I don't want to admit this, but it's hard to stop that motherfucker.
No, it is.
Like it's hard
is.
to stop him, bro. And
Like he had AD was covering him. He goes forward, then he steps back and he shoots it while going backwards, and it's just like, how does he make it? And I think he made that on like right as the half was ending or the period or the quarter. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. I watch too many sports. It's all different. But like as the quarter was ending, he made the shot, and I was like, no way. And that's at that moment I knew like we're not coming back from this. Like it's gonna just go up for them from here at this moment.
I mean, the moment in the first game when it was like 70 something to like practically 90, 96 points, and they just kept scoring.
Yeah.
I was at work at this time. My bad. I was at work, and I was just watching the game, and I was like, just reacting to it. It was fucked up, man. I was sitting there like, damn. It just ruined the rest of my night, because it's scary seeing our team that played significantly great against the Warriors are like fumbling right now, and they're getting beat by 20 points, 30 points.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say this. We almost came back. Obviously, there's no almost. Like, it's ball. Like, you win, you lose.
Yeah.
And that's, like, what my mindset was going into game 2. Like, oh, we almost came back, and we almost won the game. So, when we come out now, we're not going to almost. We're going to win it.
Yeah.
And then we did the same fucking thing. We almost won the game. But then significant errors were made. And, yeah. You know what's like an underrated ass matchup? Hachimura versus Jokic. Because he was cooking. He was cooking Jokic. Because Hachimura is like physically and like more active than Jokic. Like, he's quicker, way quicker than Jokic. And he's
big too.
He's tall. He's as tall as Jokic. Although, like, Jokic is 7 foot. So, hopefully tomorrow. It's tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, hopefully tomorrow we come back. We can make it 2-1 at least. It's tomorrow as of the day of this recording. But by the time this comes out, it's probably going to be the day of. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated on the coming episodes, how the series is going, for sure. But yeah, I mean, just switching it up a little bit from sports. There's a surprise drop today from Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar.
I'm kind of happy about it because
what'd you think of it?
I like the song. Like, her on her own is good. I have a couple of, like, from that album, I have a couple of her songs, which is kind of funny. But I was driving today from school. I was stuck in like an hour worth of traffic, and I was just listening to constant songs on repeat that were like getting old.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, they need to like make some new music. And it's always good to see like one of the OGs like releasing something.
Yeah,
even
and
though
they're
not
both
his
OGs,
they're both.
Yeah.
Even though it's not his, but it's just new music is always good. Yeah. And the song is good. Like, Kendrick is always good. Beyonce is Beyonce. Like, there's no question of that.
Yeah, we can't diss Beyonce for sure. Kendrick, on the other hand, sounds like I'm gonna diss him. I'm not gonna diss him. He did good. He did. I love Kendrick.
Kendrick always does good.
I love Kendrick. Anything he's in, it will be good. His flow, just the way of rapping is just crazy. He's for sure gonna be one of the GOATs in the future. Mm-hmm. I mean, he probably is already a GOAT in my opinion.
On the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I don't know. Who would you put on that, like, Mount Rushmore of rappers? Who would you?
Drake. J. Cole. Kendrick.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one. It's a good one. See, I listed like the 3 mainstream, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say that's gonna be a controversial list right there, just because I already know people are gonna say put Tupac, put Biggie.
Yeah, obviously those are like above. You know? Those they're on different levels, but it's hard to determine what makes a rapper go on the like Rushmore, like their sales, how well versatile they are with any sounds, and like their lyrics, even their lyrics and the shit they talk about.
I just feel like
I was gonna say
everyone has their own like preference for rap.
Yeah.
There's just so much you can do with rap. There's people who would put like Juice WRLD or X on the Mount Rushmore, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I personally wouldn't. No disrespect to them.
They're honorable mentions for sure.
Yeah, they're honorable mentions, but it's just a long list of honorable mentions. So like, would they be at the top of the honorable mentions list? Probably not. In the middle, also, probably. You know.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but also, awards go a long way. Drake has tons of awards. Has a lot. He has platinums. He has awards. He has like Academy Awards too. I think so.
No, he doesn't have Academy Awards. That's for film.
Oh, film. There's the fucking rapper one. You know, music.
There's the Grammys. There's the it's like the BMT Awards, something like that.
Yeah, BMT.
The BET. The BET Awards. I'm sorry if I botched that. I'm sorry.
There's the music. There's one genuinely. I'm pretty sure it's called.
I mean, there's like the MTV Music Awards.
MTV Music Awards.
There's a lot.
Part of me, this is like very controversial.
Controversial. Yeah, just go on.
Fuck it. But I'm biased. I'm about to say this, but I think Travis Scott would have been a good one if he didn't get sold by the Grammys. If he got the Grammy, if he won that Grammy that year in 2018.
Oh, bro, don't even get me started.
He would have undoubtedly been on there. His different flows in different states from certain like sounds of music. He could go from like mellow to like completely fucking insane within like 3 seconds. But like obviously shit's happened.
We probably would have gone Utopia faster had he won that award.
Like,
now he's for sure coming for that award. You already know. I mean, if he's taking this long, then he's gonna go for it.
No offense to females, but Cardi B should have not won it. The sales compared to fucking Astroworld and the impact Astroworld had within those 2 years from 2018 to 2019 when he went on tour and literally made a fucking amusement park at his concert in Houston was like Coachella level shit, bro.
Yeah.
And he was bringing out artists that he had. He had fucking Frank Ocean, Young Thug, literally Don Toliver when he first started.
I love Don Toliver. He's underrated
fucking,
for sure.
Who else? He had The Weeknd. He literally had The Weeknd. He had there was an R&B singer on it too.
French Montana? No, he's not even. Who's R&B?
I think he had Sway Lee on it too.
Sway
Lee. He literally
he had Miguel, I think.
Miguel. Mm-hmm. He literally had like the biggest artists within those years on it. Yeah. And who did Cardi B have? Fucking Offset.
No disrespect to Offset. He's good.
She just had Offset, her literal husband or boyfriend at the time. Fucking Travis Scott,
I'm looking this up. I want to see who she had on that album.
I'm pretty sure, fucking probably Megan Thee Stallion or some shit.
No, she wasn't even a thing then.
No, I think Megan Thee Stallion was a thing during that.
Let's see, Invasion of Privacy.
Migos.
She had Migos, Chance the Rapper, 21 Savage, SZA, and YG. Oh, Kalani was there. Oh, no, actually, hold up. She also had Bad Bunny, J Balvin, and
shit.
So she had people. But personally, I feel like Astroworld.
Like half of those names you listed within that time, like the most notable, Bad Bunny.
Mm. At the time,
Bad Bunny was.
He was rising.
He was significantly growing, but like if it was now and she won it for that album, it makes sense. Because it's like Bad Bunny, she has all these influential like artists.
But I mean, Chance the Rapper and 21 Savage in 2018, they were peak, you know.
Travis had 21.
That's true, yeah.
We
I mean,
just
J
didn't-
Balvin 2018 was peak too.
J Balvin was. That motherfucker's music
Yeah.
was summer vibes, bro.
Yeah. And YG, same thing. Oh, same thing with YG. YG was peak 2018, and then SZA. I mean, come on now. You know,
I mean, yeah.
I get the features were. I
It's
guess
just-
they were both good, but Travis probably had the better album in my opinion.
Like, okay, if we were to play a snippet of a song from Cardi B with a very prominent feature compared to one in Astroworld
Yeah.
that had a significant feature. So, like, let's take Young Thug and then compare it to who's another one that was like, because Young Thug was on Yosemite, and the fucking beat for Yosemite was crazy.
Yeah.
Because it would go from
Like
there
chill
was
to,
three
like-
there was three different section changes within Yosemite.
Yeah. Let's see who could that could be compared to. I mean, let's see if you were to compare like. I guess you can't. You could compare it to like Chance the Rapper. I mean, who would you pick? Young Thug, Chance the Rapper. You know, because they were both peak at that time. That's why I'm comparing them to those two. You know.
Personally, I've listened to more Young Thug
Yeah.
songs than Chance the Rapper. Don't get me wrong. I have Chance the Rapper songs within my playlist.
He's a vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Summer vibe for sure. I mean.
I owe you a no debit card. I need cash money. But I don't know. Like within one song, there was three different melodies that he changed his vocals to. Although, yeah, he's a fucking auto-tune menace.
Yeah.
That doesn't take away from the fact that he practically engineered half of those sounds within it.
Yeah.
Like what's Stargazing he made himself, or the one he literally had Juice WRLD too. He had Juice WRLD as an ad-lib.
Yeah.
And someone to start. What's the name of the song?
The party. No. It's
The party. It's the one
it's
that says the party never ends. In a motel lay with my sins. See,
Yeah.
the fact that we're sitting here singing these songs and like we know it off the top of our head, but if someone was to say like, "Hey, can you sing this song by Cardi B?"
Yeah,
I'm not gonna know it.
But then that, like I said, it's just. I feel like it's just.
It's just
It's the
different
preference. It's the preference.
It
you know?
depended on the voters, and clearly they
Yeah.
did that. And my whole point is, if Travis would have won it that year, he would be up there. He would. But, like, he's definitely fallen short from it, especially recently, within recent years.
Which is why I think he's taking so long on Utopia, because he wants that to be like
so much
the
shit
winner,
going
you know?
on. Yeah. There's this one song that's a sleeper from him, and it's leaked. It's he did it with Kanye. It's called Do You Like the Way It Sounds? And his just like vocals, because it's like a harmonious like
Wasn't
melody.
that supposed to be on Donda? Or was it? Yeah, right. Okay, I've heard it. Then.
Like Kanye leaked it on his Instagram, but he took it down.
Yeah.
So this song goes from harmonious like singing, like he's singing in it.
Mm.
He's not rapping. He's like genuinely singing, like you can hear someone in a choir singing.
Yeah.
And then it just jumps, and he's like in the ad libs, and he's like having his lyrics, and it just depends on the people and the preference. And at that time, I guess certain people favored a different genre.
Big though at that time, and then when COVID happened, I think he got bigger for sure throughout that time. I mean, he had that partnership with McDonald's with fucking Fortnite, bro. Which I'll admit, that was a lit ass concert. I mean, for being in quarantine, bro, that's all we had, you know?
All I would ever talk about, like the moment we heard Fortnite was releasing a Travis Scott concert, was the like
we planned it.
so
like
happy. We genuinely planned what time we're getting on.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna be.
Yeah, like where to meet on the map to go see.
And all I would talk about, even before that, was just like going to a Travis Scott concert. Because the way his atmosphere is
wild.
Like,
it's immersive, for sure.
Man's literally pulled up on a flying hawk.
Yeah.
And it was on fire. It was fucking flaming.
Yeah. I mean, shit, he's LaFlame, bro.
Like, bro, who the fuck engineers a flying hawk that's 30 feet above the ground on fire?
Yeah, no, that's definitely crazy. I do want to go to a concert of this too. That's wild. Just imagine how the tickets for that when they go on sale. I mean, shit, you saw what happened with Drake and 21 Savage.
Jumping out the nosebleeds, bro.
Literally.
That's
that's his lyric. That's his own lyric. Nah, and then like I said, his partnership with McDonald's. I remember how hyped we were to go try it.
Yeah, one of our good friends at the time, he worked at McDonald's and he cooked us up some fucking Travi patties.
Some Travi patties.
And they were good. He kind of added his special sauce to it, but
He added that extra sauce. No, but it was good.
yeah, it was good.
I was sad when they took it away, but you know.
Didn't they came out with another one?
They came out with I think a Cardi B meal too.
I was gonna say Cardi B too.
They've done that one. They've done there's a K-pop group I think they did.
Mm-hmm.
BTS I believe.
BTS
and
is pretty big.
They did another. I forgot the other one to be honest, but I know they did another one. That's wild how many like collaborations they're doing.
What are like top groups, like singing groups?
Dude, I don't think they exist anymore to be honest.
K-pop?
K-pop was? Oh,
or
BTS.
In general.
Oh no, just in general. In general.
They
like, all break up. I mean, One Direction, they broke up.
There's 3
you know?
I can name.
The Migos broken up. Fucking I don't know if you guys remember, but what were they called?
Takeoff.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. I was sad when that happened.
That's why
that video was sad. That video was sad. No, they broke up. They broke up with yeah. They broke up because I don't know, they had like differences. There's
Offset. Offset broke up. Off.
There's another what are they called?
Like my top 3?
The Wanted, bro. The Wanted. I don't know if
The Wanted. I've
heard of them.
Was it the song that was like?
They also lost someone this year too, or the year before.
What was that one?
Chasing the Sun. What's another one? The Wanted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The Wanted.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, okay. They only had that one song, and I didn't really listen to the.
Glad You Came. Glad You Came and Chasing the Sun were like the top.
Yeah, those were the 2.
But that's another group that broke.
You know what was underrated? But they got back together. This group, Big Time Rush.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They carried 2014 and 2013 those years. That show just like as a child made me want all those things. They had a motherfucking slide in their apartment, bro, and a ball pit and foosball table.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, you would dream of having that, and it like for most of us, we thought it was real.
Yeah.
The group was, don't get me wrong, they were selling tickets. They actually cared about singing and stuff like that. But they got older, things happened.
You know who came back too? The Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers too?
They came back. But the thing is with both of them, people got their little fill of nostalgia and then they stopped caring about them after the summer.
That's true, but one group that is pretty good that I like, I don't know if they're still around. It's kind of just carried by Adam Levine.
Oh, like Maroon 5.
Maroon
I don't know.
Maroon 5, they
dropped something.
They sing. They sing. And they play instruments and different things. Most of these groups do.
I'm going to look that up because I think they dropped recently. I know I have a few songs like from their, not their most recent album, but probably like the album before.
Like, do you remember those MTV...
Oh, they dropped... What day is today?
Remember MTV music videos, bro?
Yeah, I remember
Every fucking morning I would be at my grandparents' during the weekend, and MTV music videos would pop up on, like, one of those old fucking square box TVs.
Yeah.
Man.
I remember seeing Eminem on those. I'd watch, like, Eminem music videos on there.
I would genuinely be excited to wake up and watch them. Like, actually... But the one thing is, I was a little kid, and the first like music video I saw from him was Katy Perry's California Girls.
Oh, I remember that one too.
And I was a little kid watching some fucking girls in bikinis.
That's when you knew you didn't want to play with action figures anymore.
Jesus.
With Legos.
Yeah. I used to watch Family Guy too. American Dad.
You know what I would watch as a kid? That my dad would let me watch it. My mom, hell no. Robot Chicken.
I would like sneakily watch it. I would watch it on my mom's iPad. Like I wanted to watch it because I was such a big fucking Star Wars nerd.
Oh, bro, that was such a good episode.
They had numerous, bro. They had numerous Star Wars episodes. So like I was like, oh, they have Star Wars and it's on Cartoon Network. It's at night. I was watching Clone Wars at the time too, so I was like, oh shit.
Dude, Clone Wars on Cartoon Network was peak life. I love that.
I kind of agree. I would say kind of because there was like this one episode where they went to... It was Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, Anakin. They went to that planet with like the sister, the brother, and the dad who were like
Wait,
all
later season or
early.
Early.
It was
Oh,
like the second or it was honestly the first episode, not the first episode, but the first season.
yeah. You can't diss the first season. The first I'd say the first 2 or 3 seasons.
I'm not
They're
dissing
good.
on it, but
Yeah.
the episode was like, because it was a 2-parter. I think it was like the finale of the first season.
Yeah.
And they went to this planet. Anakin was going fucking ham with his force power. It showed Darth Vader. Like, I didn't understand it at the time because that's like when I stopped watching. But when I rewatched it, like I rewatched the series like 3 times, and they have like 7 seasons and like 20 episodes. So when I rewatched it, I understood, and I was like, wow, like they literally foreshadowed what it was gonna be. And then his memory got erased, and all that like evil shit that he saw got taken away.
Yeah. You know, I finished it the other day. I finished it, yeah, because I stopped watching it for a time, and then I just watched it again just because I was like watching all the other movies. I didn't like how it ended. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just with Darth Vader picking up Ahsoka's lightsaber.
I fucking cried.
I just feel like
I liked it.
You liked it.
I loved it, bro.
I don't know.
I got goosebumps from the moment the fucking episode started, and I heard Palpatine's voice.
I had mixed emotions, to be honest. Like I didn't. Okay, like I'll take my comments back. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either. It was just
weird.
weird.
Went a different way.
Yeah.
Like, explain. Like, what do you wish they did?
Cause I was mad confused because she dropped it on the spot, right? And then obviously it fast forwards years and it's like Hoth now or whatever. And when he picked it up, I was like, wait, what's going on? You know, I don't know. I just feel like more closure as to what happened or where Ahsoka went. You know,
with, like how it ended. To like understand, you have to be like chronologically understanding of what is gonna come directly after that. Like, there's so many series on Disney Plus. Like, The Bad Batch literally takes place right in between, after, and the like closer to the end.
Yeah.
So it's like when the end of The Bad Batch is directly at the like almost middle way of the Empire being fucking insanely strong. So like there's no like support groups, or I mean rebel groups or nothing like that, but they were forming. And then there's shows like Andor. Andor's a good one because if you watch, have you seen Rogue One?
Yeah.
Rogue One was a fucking crack movie. So
yeah.
Andor,
dude, that Darth Vader scene,
mm-hmm.
that was a great scene.
Andor takes place
in the middle, right? In the middle, or like a little after the destruction of the.
No, Andor takes place like a year or 2 before.
Oh, this is before.
Because the first season of Andor is him just getting involved in the rebel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a new one, and this new one is gonna the new season is gonna end off with him going out and rescuing what's her name? Not Iden.
I haven't seen the show, if I'm being honest with you guys. I have no clue.
You know the girl who was in Rogue One?
The brunette
girl,
one, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Like, it's gonna end him saving her, and then it's gonna, like, it's not gonna show it, but it's gonna follow into Rogue One.
Mm.
So, like, I feel like with Star Wars and the ending, you have to, like, chronologically understand where the shit goes and how it, like, leads into things.
They've been releasing a lot. Has it been good? Some of it.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I mean.
There was it was like 5 episodes. It's called The Tales of the Jedi. You seen that?
No, I haven't. It just came out, didn't it? Like recently?
About like 2 months ago.
Isn't it the kids show though? No? No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Tales of the Jedi is literally just animated. It's fucking crazy. They show Qui-Gon Jinn when he was younger.
Yeah.
They show Count Dooku before he turned and why he did. And the moment that made him like evil. And they showed Mace Windu when he was young. They showed Ahsoka. I fucking love Ahsoka. So they showed Ahsoka going fucking ham and how she's been surviving and stuff and where her start was. And it's crazy. Do you know who, do you remember in The Phantom Menace there was like a girl Yoda?
The Phantom Menace?
There was a girl Yoda.
Girl Yoda.
I swear, look it up.
Girl Yoda?
Her name's Yaddle.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? What's it called? Yeah. What?
Yaddle. Yaddle.
Yaddle. No, I mean Yaddle, a force-sensitive female,
Yeah.
being the same species as Grandmaster Yoda.
The
I don't even
day
know.
the day Count Dooku turned
Oh, you mean
significantly.
she was in what's it called?
that
The
first,
show. She was in the show, not the movie.
No, she was. Literally, look. Go here.
Oh,
That's
she was in the count.
first. That's
dang.
that's her in the first movie.
I don't even notice her.
So that like he killed her and she was strong as shit.
What?
And that's when Count Dooku turned evil. They showed some crazy shit and it's like short episodes, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes,
Yeah.
but they're good cuz like there's a brand new movie coming out and it pretty much shows 2000 years before the Jedi like before all the war and shit. Like it's 2000 years and it shows all the like big Jedi.
Yeah.
Yoda, Mace Windu, fucking Qui-Gon,
Mm.
Count Dooku, and all that stuff. 2000 years before. And it's being made by like a pretty good director. He's filmed like big horror movies and shit like that. And
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know who it is. I'd like name off the top of my head. No, but like I have a feeling I remember from the announcement. That's wild, bro. You know, speaking of horror movies, Five Nights at Freddy's. Bro, that trailer. Jesus Christ. What are your thoughts on that? Before we get all, jittery and excited.
There's good parts to it, and there's confusing parts, and then there's negative parts.
Yeah.
The good parts outweigh. I mean, it's a teaser, so we couldn't really see much.
It was a good teaser, I'm not gonna lie.
But like the actors we saw, the environment that's gonna be presented, and like just the craziness that's probably gonna happen within the movie.
Yeah.
That's a positive.
Yeah.
The confusion
for the confusion for me is the timeline, because if you're like a true fan, you know that it takes place like throughout multiple years, and it's just like not lining up. But I mean, they know what they're doing.
So apparently there's a big voice actor.
Yeah.
Do you know Balloon Boy?
Mm-hmm.
So Balloon Boy came in the third game. So the movie's gonna take place it's gonna go in like order from the first to the third game.
Yeah.
And
we had Shaggy, fucking.
Yeah, Shaggy's gonna be fucking
Shaggy.
Pink Man, bro.
Yeah.
Or
purple dude. William Afton, something like that.
And
how are we not gonna know the name of one of our favorite games?
What's the fucking main actor? I love him because I grew up with him.
Peter Millard?
Yeah, Peter.
Isn't it like Josh Hutcherson?
It's Josh something. So in the games, pretty much the night guard that you play as, you're William Afton's son. And you're going through all these different locations trying to reestablish and set free because you understand, like, there's so much shit that happened in the game. There's this game called Sister Location. And you're William Afton's son, like the oldest son, who
is the most traumatized out of all of them.
Yeah, like, poor guy fucking
he killed his own brother.
Killed his brother, his sister died, his mom left.
His dad?
No, his mom left, and then the dad
basically killed himself. Not killed himself, but
fucking just went insane and blamed him all for it.
Yeah.
And the mom, with the mom in this game, the mom and the sister were both involved because it's called Sister Location. It's pretty much, in this game, it's like an underground basement that William Afton built within the house that was not discovered for years, and it was blocked off because the animatronics were sealed down there, and there was this thing. So the dad, William Afton, pretty much like put the mom into the animatronic suit, and she takes form from this like Cinderella or the ballerina or whatever. I don't know what her name is. I think it's the ballerina or something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The sister, she got, because William...
Ballora. It's
Ballora. William built these suits to, like, capture kids. He built, like, sound waves and things in that to attract kids. And one day, he always warned his kids, don't go near these things. They'll fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, his daughter, like, didn't listen.
And didn't Ballora go up to her?
I think he just, like, put voice things into her and, like, just put her essence into the animatronic.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, with this, movie, with that game, there's a thing called the scooper. And at one point when you're in the end of the game, you're playing as a son and you get scooped up and it pretty much like mangles your body and injects, like the animatronics planned it. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But this is like all theorists and shit that have talked about it. The animatronics have planned it. They planned you being trapped in the room and they pretty much like, do you know Mangle?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The really fucked up one?
Yeah,
they injected Mangle into you.
Mm-hmm.
So you were carrying her, like that player, William
Atkinson's son.
He has a fucking name. I don't know his name. But he was walking around as a dead corpse pretty much. And PETA is playing
Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson is playing
You bust that name completely.
I did. Oh gee, I'm sorry, brother. But he's playing the son. So if it's going through like these 3 movies, it's gonna show like all this crazy shit.
I'm excited to see Springtraps.
I'm excited and I'm gonna be terrified by the fucking puppet motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Cause I feel like the entry to the movie is gonna be them, the first child dying.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna show what led to it. Like, you know those movies where like shows like what happens and then it leads into it and like adds context to the previous. That I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. What I think is gonna happen
like
is
the confusion about it, you know?
Yeah. What I think is gonna happen though is like it's gonna open up to like the phone call. You know, the first night of the first game, where you get that phone call. I feel like you're gonna hear that, and it's gonna be like a flashback to like the bite happening, or maybe even to like the events leading up to the bite.
Yeah, because within the first game, they on the phone call from the very first time, he talks about the bite.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a flashback. It's gonna be the moment leading up to it, and then I feel like in the background, it's gonna be like people screaming, and then that's when they go outside and they see like what's going on. You know, I think that's what's gonna happen. To be honest,
that makes sense. I mean, yeah.
I don't think they'd actually show it just because I don't know if it's PG-13 or rated R.
The creator of the game is having a significant like.
He's basically in charge of the movie.
Yeah.
This movie would not be happening if he didn't like the idea.
That goes into the negatives. I fucking love this guy, Scott Cawthon. He's great, but that goes into the negatives. The one part I didn't like about it
Was the red eyes.
Yeah. And I saw a thing on Instagram. It was.
The red eyes are controlled by William. And when it's like black eyes with white pupils, that's when it's controlled by the spirits of the kids. Is what I saw.
Yeah, I'm like trying to compare it to that kind of makes sense though, what you're saying right now. Mm-hmm. But what I saw, it was, I don't know if y'all saw Sonic when the trailer first came out. His eyes were all fucked up, his design was messed up, and everyone complained about it. And they're comparing the red eyes to the dark and soulless eyes of the animatronics, and they're kind of trying to implicate that they want to change, but like in the comments it was like bullying them's not gonna work. The fact that Scott Cawthon is even implementing his ideas into the movie is a good thing, because
I trust him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's the fucking creator of the game. He knew what he was doing the whole time.
This movie's been rumored since like 2017, so like the fact that it took this long, like obviously it's gonna be big. It's gonna be good. There's high expectations.
And the animatronics are real. Like they made real life puppets and things like that for the movie. So it's not all CGI fake bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is good. I mean, I didn't see much negatives, you know?
Yeah, really. The only thing, like I said, was confusing for me was just the timing. I mean, I think it's gonna be based in the 70s or the 80s just by the the beginning of the teaser trailer. Which does make sense because, the bite happens in the 80s.
Yeah, 84.
But how William looks young, fucking my homeboy Shaggy. He looks young, and if you're, into the whole lore, you know that someone out of that family saw the original, dancing bear in, the early 1930s or something like that.
Mm-hmm. It was William. The thing is, William had a partner called Henry.
Oh, Henry came later, though. I wonder if they're going to show him.
No, Henry was the reason why Fazbear even opened up, because
Henry was the competitor, and then they came
William
together.
was getting jealous of Henry because
of the animatronic idea.
The animatronics idea, and William wanted to change the aspect completely. He did the exoskeletons, he did all that fucking crazy shit.
But that was after they came together, though. That was like later on.
I mean, within like them competing, that's where his ideas was. He like wanted to do this, and
yeah, he liked him, but he fucking hated him.
he was jealous of what he had.
Yeah,
That's
and
why he killed his
daughter.
That's why he killed his daughter.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, hey, it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
But I don't know about you, but when I was younger and like the games came out, I was like significantly like impacted by them, and it reminded me a lot of Chuck E. Cheese, and I went on Google Maps several
You
times,
searched it up too,
huh? I searched up Fazbear's
Pizza and it popped up.
And it popped.
Yeah,
it did pop up. It did fucking pop up.
If you're an OG fan, you know what we're talking about.
It did
that
pop
shit
up,
popped
and
up.
it was like where in fucking the East Coast, bro.
And you called it, and it was like a weird fax machine sounding thing.
You called it.
I called it too, bro. I called it too.
Nah,
that was crazy. I genuinely thought it was based on a true. Yeah,
bro. I thought it was based truly
true
on
story.
something.
That was crazy. That was a peak life moment right there, dude.
Young, bro.
I remember the year that game came out. I loved it so much. I dressed up as Freddy Fazbear.
It's crazy.
Without like I'm not much of a cosplayer. I think it'd be cool to get into, just Spider-Man or something. Who doesn't want to dress up as their hero? But I dressed up as Freddy Fazbear, and damn, that was a crazy time. I think only a couple people knew who I was, but it wasn't big then.
The only game I legitimately played was the third one or the fourth one where it was like in the house.
Yeah.
Because they were like $2-3 on the game store, Apple Store. So it was just like not really accessible. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna go ask my mom, hey, can you buy this like game for me?
But then they're gonna question it because of the whole,
So I didn't legitimately play them, but I enjoyed them enough to keep up with them, for years.
Like the videos,
you know who
Markiplier.
Fucking Matt Pat is, bro? Game Theory.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. I would watch his videos constantly. As soon as he would drop them, I would get notifications and I would watch them.
Yeah.
Like they were my night routine videos, bro. Like I would.
Would you watch Markiplier or not?
Sorta.
He is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean.
Sorta. The one the couple videos I genuinely watched from Markiplier was they made this game. It was like Nightmare Mode.
Oh, is it the 2020 one? Where you like set the difficulty of the animatronics?
The difficulties and things like that. Yeah, that's the ones I would watch. But I don't know. I hope the movie's good. Yeah, and I think it will be. But
closing thoughts on the movie.
I think it will be good, and it's coming out this year.
So. Spooky season's about to go crazy. That's all I gotta say.
And it's a Blumhouse.
And we're gonna see it at Universal soon.
It's a Blumhouse movie. Fucking Universal.
Halloween Horror
part
Nights.
Of it. Halloween Horror Nights is gonna go crazy.
If they make a maze this year, which they probably won't, because the movie's gonna come out late October. That would be so. I would be so happy. I'd be grateful. I mean, even to get a maze in general, even if it's next year, I'd be grateful. It'd be cool. If it's this year, but like I feel like they want to, not spoil it for people. And I feel like after the movie, we're going to get a good idea of what Blumhouse brought to the table and what we could see at Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, they did it for Ghostbusters. Why not do it for...
Yeah, that's true.
For Five Nights at Freddy's. But anyways, that pretty much sums up our time here on the Broke Boys podcast. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure to add us to your playlist. Like I said...
It's greatly appreciated.
Episodes every Friday or Saturday. Kind of just depends on our schedule. We got Birthday Boy over here. Yeah, it's going to be gone for a while.
Wish me a happy birthday. Sounds desperate as fuck, but it would be appreciated.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe on the video. Turn on those post notifications so you know when we're uploading. It'd be greatly appreciated as well. And, until then, I'm Frankie, and this is Colin. And this has been the Broke Boys podcast. We'll see you in the next one.
Deuces.